wetlands. Yet we want to do irrigation like the good lady wants to do irrigation in Embu. Your Excellency, I know you want to collect taxes, but can we reduce the taxes on these green energy components so that the agriculture that we are doing and the fertilizer that government has offered that has increased production by 60% can now be driven, irrigation can now be driven by renewable energy. That is the solution. And you will never hear of the Sufuria revolution again because people will be having food to eat. Your Excellency, the success of Konza will be tied to water, the water that we have been speaking about. And of course, if you can, the dual carriage that is running from Chumbi all the way to Emali, where ECOWAS comes from, it will be a big boost to this, together with power. So, Your Excellency, I would request that some of those little dots that are going to make this a success be made a success quickly. People still think when they drive on the road that there's nothing happening in Konza because they cannot see. I'm asking that the Konza people, Mr. Okwiri, please tell Kenya what you have done. A lot of money has been spent here. I know you have run something through a good gentleman who I know, Alex Chamwada. But Kenyans do not know that in Konza, you have a facility for cleaning water that you use for sanitation that can be recycled. Nobody is aware. Nobody is aware that you have a data center here. I'm asking you to tell Kenyans that something is happening in Konza. Otherwise, they think it's a phantom. They will be possessed by those demons that the president was talking about the other day. Your Excellency, the matter of water for us is critical because once you provide water to Konza, the people along Mombasa Road, and Makueni carries the largest portion, will have water to drink and will have water for irrigation. So, Your Excellency, as we celebrate Konza, we want to open Konza to the country and to Kenya. And the only way to do it is for the people surrounding Konza must feel part of Konza. They must feel that they have power. They must feel that they have water because it is available. There's a gentleman who is now, this gentleman who works, I'm told now works in the office of a president. This gentleman nearly was sweating blood to just get water pumped into Konza. So this is my shuja for today, Mr. Hamati, for working very hard to ensure that we get water here. Allow me to recognize PS Betty Njagi. I'm told you are here. Very good. You are the PS for Blue Economy. I'm done. Thank you very much. We ask you to come because every time you come, there's something new. I'm told there's Riara University starting here. There's a complaint. Riara is here. Very good. Simuangalie vile mutapata locals wakuje kufanya kazi huku. You can't import labor into Konza. Haiwezekani. Because we have Mutiso, Macau, Muikali who know to do the things that we should be doing here. Something very serious has happened here and I have discussed it with Tanui. And I must tell you the President because it bothers me. We have not said much about scrap metal dealing. So what the people have been doing here, some, is vandalizing things we call copper wires. And they're selling them for a song. What it means, Your Excellency, because it's not powered yet, that the minute you disconnect that line, they have to import a new line. Can we find a way of making sure that people who are not of goodwill vandalize our projects? They steal our panels, they steal our pipes. Now they have come to Konza because nothing is happening. Your Excellency, hiyo ndio matakwa yetu, ile ingine unaijua. Asante.
And now, Your Excellency, allow me to invite the Chair ICT in the National Assembly, John Kerry, who will also invite the Cabinet Secretary for Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy.
Your Excellency, the President, our esteemed and many other centers in the Republic. Your Excellency, I would want to again recognize the work put in by the members of parliament who are present here, and I would like to ask them again to stand up and get recognized for pushing the agenda of digitization in parliament, because this will not happen with us having the laws that we need. Finally, Your Excellency, the issue of water has been mentioned here. And I must report to the people of Kajiado, the people of Makueni, and the people of Machakos that the president is currently undertaking and implementing a massive master plan in the city of Nairobi, which is called the Nairobi Rivers Commission. And you understand that even as water is coming to Thwake Dam, upstream, if we pollute that water, it comes down here in very bad quality. Water that is heavy on lead, heavy on toxins, heavy on pollution. But His Excellency the President, in the next 2 years, shall transform the city of Nairobi, turning it inside out. The city that is facing the highways today shall be turned inside out to face the rivers and the tributaries within the Nairobi city, and we shall be cleaning the river, detoxifying the river, removing the lead from the river, and actually even beautifying the city and having chill zones where Konza Technopolis shall install Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi to these areas where the community can sit and spend some good time and even monetize on the Wi-Fi that is available. With that, Your Excellency, it is to congratulate the teams from Microsoft and the team from Timbuktu for cooperating with us to put up such an amazing center that onboards this Technopolis onto the fourth industrial revolution. With that said, Your Excellency, I would like to call upon now the Cabinet Secretary in the Ministry of ICT and the Digital Economy, Waziri CS Ndungu. Karibu. Waziri apigiwe makofi kidogo. I'll let you know that not only is she the Minister for ICT and Digital Economy, she herself is a practitioner in this area. And so, Daktari Nyambura Ndongo, karibu sana.
His Excellency, the President of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Your Excellencies, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, the immediate former Vice President of Nigeria and Guardian of the Timbuktu Africa Innovation Foundation. My fellow colleague, Cabinet colleague, Dr. Alfred Mutua. Ahuna Aziakono, UN Assistant Secretary General, UNDP Assistant Administration and Director of UNDP Regional Bureau of Africa. UN Residence Coordinator, Dr. Stephen Jackson, and your dad, we are proud to have him here. The Governor of Makueni, the Governor of Kajiado, Chief of ICT Committee, Honorable John Kerry, Ambassadors present, Konza Chair, Professor Munavu, Principal Secretaries present, distinguished delegates, and all our partners in the private sector, good afternoon. Before I make my remarks, I would want to welcome my Cabinet colleague, Dr. Mutua, to say a word.
Your Excellency the President, and also leaning on all the protocols that have been spoken about, I'll be very chap-chap in this. Your Excellency, someone once said that your legs can only take you as far as your brain can go. I was here when President Mwai Kibaki started the process of Konza, and then there was a big lull. And today I can look at it and I think it's a dream come true. When I was the governor of Machakos, working with the rest of my colleagues, we sorted out the land issue to ensure that this place was protected for these dreams to come true, and pieces are falling in place. I'm so happy that I can be standing here in Machakos, and as Governor Emeritus, because the Governor of Machakos is not here, I want to say you're welcome to be around this area too, Your Excellency. That the jobs, the opportunities, the revolution that my friend KJ is talking about is now possible. It's no longer a dream. We've woken up and it's a reality. My concern right now is about jobs, Your Excellency. Konza at its peak, when a lot of construction was employing 5,000 people. Currently, it's only employing 2,000 people. I've been holding conversations with my colleague, and we are trying to get a meeting to talk to the board so we can relax some of the laws, some of the procedures, to allow more construction to move faster, because we have the capacity to have more than 10,000 people working here. We're also working very well with my colleagues, also trying to get business processing outsourcing to be held here, so that people can be receiving phone calls. When you call an airline, you call an airline in India, you call an airline in the UK, US, somebody will be answering, but from here in Konza, booking your tickets and sorting out your issues. So we can be able to create a great deal of employment. So I'm very happy to be here, and I say that they always say that if you want your dreams to come true, you must first wake up. And I think we've woken up. Nambele iko sawa.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mutua. It is a privilege to invite you, Your Excellency, President Dr. William Samoei Ruto, to this significant occasion, the launch of the Timbuktu Green Tech Hub at Konza Technopolis. This hub represents Kenya's and Africa's commitment to fostering sustainable innovation and entrepreneurship. The Timbuktu Green Tech Hub is a beacon of the African's transformation ambition, aiming to develop a pipeline of green enterprises from startups to scalable ventures across the continent. This ambition reflects what the country is working to achieve under your leadership, become a middle-income industrialization economy powered by research and innovation. The focus areas of green tech, renewable energy solutions, climate change mitigation and adaptation innovation, and waste management solutions are critical for addressing Africa's environmental and economic challenges while unlocking immense opportunities. I am pleased that this initiative has been made possible through a partnership of my ministry with the UNDP and aligns with Africans' ambition to improve energy access, reduce carbon emission, and foster climate technologies. By mentoring startups, providing investment opportunities, and facilitating global partnership, the hub will empower entrepreneurs to contribute to the continent's sustainable development. We want to develop our own solutions and contextualize them. Notably, the hub's inaugural cohort of 43 startups selected from 668 applicants across 43 countries exemplifies the vibrant talent and innovation in Africa. Konza Technopolis, which is a robust ICT infrastructure and innovation ecosystem, is the ideal home for this transformative initiative. This first cohort marks the new chapter for Africa's youth, economies, and green industrialization, signaling our readiness to tackle global challenges with technological-driven solutions. This is not just a milestone for Kenya, but a step forward for the continent's sustainable future. Your Excellency, sir, I take note that of the 43 startups onboarded on this first cohort of this program, 18% are women founders and 18 are young people below the age of 35. This reflects the youthful continent and also implies that we still have a lot of work to do to reduce the inequalities in tech innovation. Therefore, in the second cohort, we are working towards achieving gender 50-50. I think that is very critical, and we must deliberately ensure that is what we are doing. My ministry is committed to delivering programs to ensure we encourage and inspire more women to venture into tech innovation and enterprise, among others. Jitume Digital Program is working to enable 1 million youth to access jobs and skills for global competitiveness. And again, we are working with Honorable Minister to ensure that we are getting jobs, not just within the country, but outside. We do want to export these skills. And I'd want also to mention to the Member of Parliament of Kilome that we already have an office there, so we'll be seeing more of us here almost on a weekly basis, at the very least on monthly basis. So we are here to stay, we are here to see how things will move, and we want this to be a real technical area that will have our innovators, our young people coming up to do all what we need to do to ensure we have a sustainable future. Again, we are doing training, partnering with startups that are doing coding for young kids. Again, we are saying for us to have an economy that is driven by us being creators of content, technology, we have to start at an early age. So basically, we have all those in the pipeline, and we will work with all the leadership to ensure that we are able to get that. And with those few remarks, I request us to be upstanding to invite our President, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, to officially launch the Timbuktu Green Tech Hub at Kenya Technopolis. Asanteni sana. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Minister. Please, let's take our seats. Asanteni sana. Your Excellency, my good brother, former Vice President of Nigeria. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this is a wonderful afternoon. It is my, I think, 5th time to be in Konza City. And it's always a pleasure to be here. And I'm honored to welcome all of you to Africa's Silicon Savannah on this momentous occasion as we launch the Africa Center of Competence for Digital and Artificial Intelligence and the Timbuktu Green Tech Hub. These initiatives showcase the immense transformative potential we possess and the opportunity to define and deliver the Africa we want in alignment with Agenda 2063, the Pact for the Future, and the Global Digital Compact. These facilities will go a long way towards addressing digital divides, providing viable models for implementing digital sector transformation strategies, and thirdly, paving the way for a sustainable human-centered technological future. This occasion provides an excellent platform to briefly discuss the different ways in which our bottom-up economic transformation agenda prioritizes digital transformation as a cornerstone of inclusive growth. Already, a number of key initiatives under this agenda are well underway. First, we are undertaking an ambitious expansion of digital infrastructure by developing a 100-kilometer fiber optic network to connect 74,000 public institutions and establish 25,000 public Wi-Fi hotspots countrywide. I listened very carefully to the governor of this great county, and he mentioned about that fiber optic. I want to say here that we have now decided to partner with Kenya Power so that we can use the extensive infrastructure of Kenya Power to deliver fiber optic. It will make it much more easy for us to deliver fiber optic to public institutions that are already connected to electricity, and eventually deliver fiber optic to homes. And that is why I say our focus, we have approximately 74,000 public institutions. Our focus is to deliver fiber optic to all these institutions, and we have rolled out phase 1 with Kenya Power. Minister here is very well seized of that intervention, and we are working collaboratively with other partners to make sure that we deliver on that commitment. We believe this infrastructure will expand internet connectivity to 8.5 million homes and businesses, significantly reducing the digital divide across homes, schools, villages, and counties. Second, we are working to establish 1,450 digital hubs with courtesy of our members of parliament here, one in each ward across the country, and a center of excellence in each of the 47 counties. So shortly, Governor, you will have very serious competition. Other counties, we are working with other counties also to develop these pieces of infrastructure with the aim of empowering communities, supporting local businesses, and ensuring equitable access to technology for all citizens, and thereby eliminating barriers that stand in the way to people who can access these facilities. I take this opportunity to reaffirm the remarkable transformation that has already begun and is now accelerating exponentially as a result of the digitization of government services. You all know that in 2022, we had 390 government services that were online. Today, after 2 years, we have 20,855 government services that are now available on a digital platform. This will help us streamline public service delivery, enhance transparency and efficiency, minimize opportunities for corruption, and maximize visibility and mobilization of public revenue. the transformative impact of this single initiative on citizens' experience in accessing public services, along with the government's capacity to effectively manage public resources, clearly illustrates the immense value of digital transformation. And therefore, we don't take it for granted that we have partners like UNDP, like Timbuktu, who have come in so that we can fill this space with all interventions and initiatives. When I received a former vice president in my hometown, when he came to explain to me about Timbuktu, that was 4 months ago, I think, maybe 2 months ago. I promised him that we would host them at this Konza Technopolis. I'm happy that 2 months later, this has become a reality. And congratulations to Konza for expediting this process. Our digital transformation strategy is making significant contribution to skills development and job creation. For context, initiatives like Ajira Digital and Jitume Digital have already started implementing our vision to equip 20 million citizens with ICT skills, thereby fostering entrepreneurship and promoting inclusive digital literacy. We have also integrated creative industry into technical and vocational training centers as a reliable mechanism for building a skilled workforce. I am aware that the ministry is reaching out to every TTI across the country with digital infrastructure. We are yet to get to where we all want, but that process is ongoing. The government of Kenya is also taking robust measures to promote the emergence of a fully fledged digital economy, leveraging Kenya's status as a regional hub for software development and digital exports. Key measures adopted in this respect include the establishment of institutional and incentive frameworks to promote investment, foster collaboration, and facilitate the transfer of digital technologies, with a particular focus on artificial intelligence and blockchain. In doing so, we are empowering local digital innovators and techpreneurs to drive economic diversification and also resilience. I know as we do this space, and I'm very proud of the innovators that are in our midst, the founders, the CEOs of startups that are on the way to be big companies. I remember one of them saying, "We are the Dangotes of tomorrow." And I believe you. All these young men and women from across Kenya and across our continent, congratulations for what you're doing. Please, you can rise up so that we can recognize you. Thank you very much. Congratulations. These great men and women have chosen not to be on the sidelines, have chosen not to celebrate and glorify problems. They have decided to fashion solutions for the challenges that we face. That is what the future must look like. And congratulations, young people, for making the difficult but necessary decision to go beyond your call of duty, to go beyond the challenges that we have, and to begin to fashion the solutions, whether it is in climate change, whether it is in food security, whether it is in security itself, and all the other interventions in between. You are making us very proud. Another initiative I would like to mention is our investment in supporting local content creation. The vision behind this effort is to enhance the quality and competitiveness of local content production for export, while facilitating the development of digital platforms to showcase Kenyan creativity on a global scale. I am confident that with respect to this particular initiative, the media city here at Konza Technopolis will fully achieve its objective of transforming opportunities for our creative industry. I know many young people are in that creative space. I have talked both with Twitter, I have talked with TikTok, and I have really pushed for that space to be monetized so that the many young people who are in that space can monetize their content. I want to persuade many young people who are in that space to use it for their benefit, to use it for digital commerce, to use the content they are creating. As we monetize that space, it must be pushed to be used positively for them to empower themselves and for them to grow themselves. I am aware that sometimes it is used for other purposes, which we have no problem with. But I would rather that we use that space to do what benefits the users and what benefits the consumers. These and other initiatives demonstrate Kenya's commitment to fostering innovation, creating jobs, and ensuring equitable digital access to all. They also affirm to our stakeholders that when it comes to digital transformation and the growth of a globally competitive tech ecosystem, Kenya's Silicon Savannah is the place to go and the place to be. And that's why we are here today. Our efforts do not stop here. We are also actively and intentionally enhancing the national innovation ecosystem. Recently, at the 2024 Kenya Innovation Week here in Nairobi, we inspired young innovators to develop solutions and applications with the potential to drive socio-economic development. Currently, Kenya is ranked 8th regionally in the Global Innovation Index, but I am confident that the work we are doing will radically elevate our global standing. And I dare you, watch this space. A few weeks ago, I launched the Silicon Savannah Innovation Park at the University of Nairobi, which you will agree is a significant step in this direction. As a research and incubation hub, the park will complement the Konza Technopolis, positioning Nairobi as a key player in the 21st century technology sector, both in our region and globally. Kenya's National Digital Master Plan envisions a globally competitive digital economy anchored by innovation and inclusivity. The Africa Center for Competence for Digital and AI Skilling will equip, as I am told, 100,000 public servants with both here in Kenya and across Africa with skills in AI and digital technologies. This initiative will enhance governance by entrenching smarter, more efficient, and citizen-centric public service delivery. Without a doubt, AI is already revolutionizing industries worldwide, driving groundbreaking and often paradigm-shifting advances in diverse fields such as predictive analytics in healthcare, real-time data-driven governance, and climate change mitigation. AI holds immense potential to deliver unprecedented transformation. And I'm very happy with the steps we are making. The last trip I made to the United States, we signed a profound agreement between Microsoft, and I am happy that Microsoft is in this ecosystem. Do we have Microsoft here? Congratulations, my dear. We signed an agreement between Microsoft of the United States, G42 of the UAE, and Kenya that will make it possible to have an investment of $1 billion of setup of data centers that will be powered by our green energy. I am very excited about that initiative. I know my CS and her team have been on this issue as late as yesterday, and we are going to unlock tremendous potential, not just for Kenya, but for our region, to make sure that we have some of the best digital assets globally. The digital centers, the digital data centers that will be set up in Kenya under this partnership will be an asset that will be used not just by Kenya, but by our region. And it is the asset of the future. We will leverage on the technology of Microsoft, leverage on the financial capacity and AI infrastructure of the UAE, and also tap into the Kenyan green energy to make sure that we bring a collaborative and a win-win outcome. I am very excited about this, and I look forward to us making the next steps. It is my very considered view that by next year, we will be operating most of our data using the infrastructure that we are putting up under that program. However, it is equally critical to remain vigilant and mindful of the novel ethical and security challenges posed by AI, ensuring its applications are directed towards serving the public good. I strongly believe in the power of emerging technologies to deliver transformative solutions and to enable us address climate change more effectively. The purpose of the Timbuktu Green Tech Hub to support startups in renewable energy, sustainable transportation, waste management, and energy efficiency reinforces this belief. The innovations envisioned by Timbuktu will not only strengthen our efforts in combating climate change, but also enhance our capacity to deliver public services through solutions such as solar-powered systems for health centers and smart waste management for urban centers. Kenya's established credentials as a global leader in renewable energy, with over 90% of our electricity generated from renewable sources, provide a strong foundation for this initiative. Additionally, our vibrant startup ecosystem is home to trailblazing innovations that have redefined how we access and experience essential services. They include, of course, M-Pesa, a fintech solution that revolutionized financial inclusion through mobile money transfer. Jumuiya, an e-commerce platform that has expanded market access for businesses while improving convenience for consumers. M-Copper, an energy tech solution offering affordable solar technology financing to underserved households. MyDawa, a health tech platform which simplified access to healthcare products and enabled inclusion. And I can go on and on. These and many other innovations reflect the vibrancy, creativity, and ambition of our digital ecosystem, while underscoring Kenya's vision for a digitally connected, innovative, and inclusive economy that is seamlessly interconnected with the rest of Africa and the world. I'm encouraged by the fact that the Timbuktu Green Tech Hub complements similar hubs operating in Lagos, founded on fintech, Kigali, focused on health tech, and other Timbuktu Africa Innovation Foundations, with the aim of mobilizing investments to support 100,000 startups and transform the livelihoods of 100 million people across our continent. The Green Revolution has created over 12 million jobs already. Africa possesses 60% of the world's solar energy potential, yet we have harnessed less than 10 of this capacity. By championing green innovation, Kenya seeks to unlock economic opportunities, create green jobs, and secure a greater share of this untapped potential. Africa's demographic dividend has emphatically positioned our youth as the architects of today and masters of the future. The Green Tech Hub is a visionary investment in their creativity and potential to turn ideas into transformative solutions. As we embrace green technology, we must proactively address challenges such as carbon emissions from tech manufacturing and the growing issue of e-waste. Ensuring sustainability remains at the core of our efforts. And I like really what my sister said, that this must be about access, it must be about affordability, and it must also be about sustainability. We must have it all in a pack. The world is transitioning into a green and digital economy, and it is time for Africa to not only contribute, but also claim its rightful place in global leadership. The Africa Center for Digital Competence for Digital and AI Skilling and the Timbuktu Green Tech Hub represent significant milestones on this journey. Their success, and indeed our collective success, depends on collaboration among governments, the private sector, development partners, and communities. Together, we can deliver a green and digital African future powered by ambition and the ingenuity of our young people. Again, ladies and gentlemen, let me commend all of you for making this a reality so soon. Listening to the former CEO of this place, now my peers for ICT, when I came here in 2014, there was not a single tarmac road here. It was all earth road. And when I came to launch the first construction of the road, just the same way Governor Lenko has said, many people would have thought we were not serious, and possibly we could have been lying. That's what people would have said. And you're Joseph. But look at this. We now have a great city here. You know, we are making tremendous progress. I have been to many countries to seek support for this facility. There was a time when I said we are going to invest 80 billion shillings to do the horizontal infrastructure and all the other things that are necessary for this facility. People thought we were not serious. I have been to Korea maybe 3-4 times on account of this facility. And the last time I was in Korea, we finally agreed that we will work with them to dual the road from Machakos Turnoff, all the way to Emali. So that road is going to be dualed for the doubting Thomases. Just so that you know, we are going to do that road. You know, Thomas has been very busy in Kenya. You know, the spirit of Thomas, the doubting, the spirit of doubting Thomas, he's been working overtime in our country. So we are going to do that road. And equally, I know the Member of Parliament here has also said something about water. It is important that we deliver water to this facility. And that is why I have asked my sister there, who is now the chair of Tanati, this lady, and the ministry concerned, that whether it is going to be Thwake, and we, again, let me report here that on Thwake, we will be approving an additional facility by cabinet in the next couple of weeks, so that we can have another 9 billion shillings to be able to complete Thwake as a dam. I have already talked to my friend Adesina at the Africa Development Bank, to assist us with the facilitation of that amount so that we can conclude this, one of the largest water projects in the Republic of Kenya, here in Tuak. Additionally, when I was in Korea, we also agreed that if that delays, we are going to use the facility we get from Korea that has also assisted us put up the university here, the science university here, to deliver water from the Nolturesh. So we have both running side by side. Whichever will get us here water first will be it. So we are working in parallel just to make sure that there is water, not just for this facility, as was said by the governor, but for also the community living around here, so that this facility can have friends and can have good neighbors. So we will work with everybody to make sure that this is done. It is necessary that we work collaboratively together as we focus on how we can empower our citizens and grow our economy, create jobs, and drive our progress into the future, working not just as Kenya, but with our friends and partners from this continent and from beyond. Again, on behalf of the government and people of Kenya, for those of you who've come from without our country, you're most welcome to Kenya. Kenya is ready for business, and we are going to work with you. I agree that maybe the CS for ICT should move to Konza, because it's a beautiful compound, isn't it? Oh, it's a beautiful place. I think you will enjoy yourself here. There is no traffic. It's a smart city. You know, there is all the facilities here are really good. So we will look forward to making it possible for Konza to achieve the intended purpose. I think we are beginning to make the steps that will take us towards unlocking the potential that this space significantly holds. Congratulations to our members of parliament also for passing the Technopolis bill. I am waiting for it. I did agree with you, both committees of parliament, that it is now necessary for us to turn this place, instead of it being a project, this place should now go beyond being a project. It should be something bigger than what was originally envisioned. So congratulations to all of you, to the great people of this county of Makueni. Asanteni sana kwa kutukaribisha hapa Makueni. Asanteni watu wa sehemu hii yote, na nimefurahi sana kusikia governor wetu akisema ya kwamba hii Technopolis ni ya Kenya mzima. Asante sana governor. Zamani tulikuwa hapa na maneno mengine, watu walikuwa wanasema hii ni ya kona hii, ni ya kona ile, na nafurahi kwamba tumekubaliana. This is a facility not just even for Kenya. You can see people from across Africa already here, and you can see investments from across the globe are here. Phase 2, God willing, as the member of parliament was saying, phase 2 of this project hopefully will be funded by friends from Italy. So this is an international facility. This is a facility that brings citizens together, the region together, and the globe together. It is a facility that is good for all of us. And the potential that exists here is enormous. And we must do whatever it takes to make sure that we do not erect barriers, we do not create roadblocks, we create more bridges, we do more facilitation so that this project can serve us all. The Africa Center for Competence for Digital and AI Skilling and the Timbuktu Green Tech are now officially opened. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause for His Excellency as we now come to the conclusion of this session. Your Excellency, I'll request that we all remain in our standing positions as we allow His Excellency to exit at his own pleasure. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you for staying with us on Daybreak. As I mentioned at the start, we're discussing the plight of medical interns. And with me in studio, I have Dr. Abdiado, intern, Bagathi Level 5, Nyakio Mburu, who is the Secretary General, Medical Students Association, as well as Dr. Angela Nambiro, who is a medical officer intern. Good to have the three of you. We expect Dr. Issues on the table are, salary arrears. And then fees for registrars since 2019,